This vehicle is the Chrysler KGF. The GF stands for Grand Finals. If you look at the front of the vehicle, you'll see it has the Wargaming League logo on the front. Um, I'm going to get 2 kills, 3,600 damage, 3,500 assistance damage, 2/3 of which is spotting damage, and 4,000 blocked by armor. I don't know why the minimap is coming in small. The map is Prokhorovka. This tank, you'd think that you can't use it in a normally hull down position, but it actually works out pretty good because it depends on the slope. There is a slope where a rear mounted turret is ideal, and it just might be this right here. You see what's happening here? Look at that. That amazing angle. What's he going to do? Maybe it's because of the distance between us that it works out well. And maybe not. Maybe I'm a liar. Obviously, what I'm doing is I'm trying to elevate my gun. I play a different. I don't play the same vehicle over and over again, so I don't really master one vehicle. And each vehicle you have to play a little bit differently, and you got to use a different part of the slope. Obviously, we've got a nice slope right over there, so that obviously didn't work out the way I wanted it to, which means I'm probably going to uninstall the game. Man, it used to be so much better. It used to be you could hit anybody up there on the top. But then they changed the slope so they got safe areas. I used to just go sit there in the town and spot everybody. In my eyes. AE Phase 1, that's a nice tank. I like it. I enjoy playing it. Okay, so that was 353 on the AE Phase 1, and I hit the object 430 for 315. I am getting spotting damage. Got great eyesight. With with a vehicle that's well armored, the penetration is usually pretty low, and the damage is usually pretty good. So that's what you got to deal with these vehicles. And I'm sure you watch me play, you know that I rarely fire gold round. Penetration's probably 212. Let's see what it is. 198. So like 212 to 220 is kind of average. This is at 198, which makes it one of the lowest penetrations in the game. Definitely racking up the damage, already up to 1366. And remember, just because I have the auto aim doesn't. You notice how I use the auto aim while he's driving up, and right before I fire, I turn the auto aim off. Just a habit that I use because of my packet loss. And there will be times when I will fire with the auto aim, there'll be times when I won't. I make the decision right before I fire. Part of it is because my hands get tired, try to minimize stress, repetitive stress. I've been using computers since 1970s and almost every day. It hasn't been that many days when I haven't used it. Did a lot of typing on these keyboards. And when I was in college, I was spending like 16 hours a day on it. Yeah, so the game was a little bit slow. It looks like we got the enemy back. Fired some nice shots at. Trying to predict what he might do. I just thought, well, he'll probably reverse, so I was aiming more towards the rear. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to take him out of the game. Looks like there's an M48 Panzer in front of me. Up to 1,500 spot damage. 2,100 damage, 800 block. What's up with that M48? I don't know if I can hit him or not. And remember, when we talk about angling, if you have an enemy tank to your left and an enemy tank to your right, point one corner of your vehicle towards one vehicle and the other corner towards the other vehicle. You get the optimal angle. Who knew? Turk 182. Nobody gets that. This is the silent portion of the game. You see how I immediately, when he was spotted, I angled my vehicle, pointed my gun towards him. That's a great angle considering, well, it doesn't really have a lot of side armor, but does have side armor that's pretty decent. Maybe I over-angled. And remember, the way the penetration works is that you get 25% higher or lower than your average penetration. So that means that even if you think you might not be able to penetrate, if you say, well, my penetration is 200, his armor, your penetration is 200, then that means you can penetrate 250 maximum. Lucky shot. Up to 2,500 damage. That's 2/3 of the way there. 2,000 block, which is half of my final total, and 1,800 assisted, which is also half of my final total. So we're at the halfway point. Wow, I hit him. I thought I was going to miss. I think it's because he stopped. Blind fire. I should have fired. That was dumb. Estupido. Oh, yeah. You got it right in the noggin. It says I completed something. Yeah, but I don't think we're going to cap. This stuff doesn't matter. I'm just doing this with honors. This is the one. Oh, I didn't get the 4,000. I was short a little bit. It doesn't matter because I've got most of those missions done. I've only got to do a few more. Like 4 more or something. Oh, yeah. That could have been the one. That right there was 300 hit points short. Yeah, I play a little sloppy, I admit it. Not very angry. Yeah, so obviously that was done without using the sniper mode. You think you know where the STRV is? I'm pretty sure he is exactly where you might guess he would be. So I'll see if I can point it out. If I had switched to, was this a capping one? If I had switched to the gold rounds, I could have gotten this. Okay, so out in the distance there, I'm going to guess this bush right over here. Look at the mini map. This is a bush where a lot of tanks hide, so I'm going to guess that that's where he is. And someone is clicking on the mini map. Yeah, DeFosh is clicking on the mini map. He's clicking on that location. And the STRV just hit me, right? I don't know, maybe he hit me from a different location. So what I could do is just sit here. He's got to be in that bush right there. Load up the HE rounds, which is going to go in for the next shot. Not this shot, but the next shot. There he is, right where I predicted. Got a great prediction. Look at that 1159 tracking damage. Numbers don't lie. There you go. 3648 damage, 4000 block, 3500 assisted. And I got 2 kills. And I am the victor. I didn't know you could do this. It's weird.